That's right, friends. It's one of your favorite kinds of streams. The one where you have to watch me brush out my wet ass hair for like 5 minutes before we actually do the live stream because I took a shower and that shower was too close to the time the stream started and my hair is still wet. And I didn't want to delay stream again because I've delayed stream a lot recently. But I finally fixed the foam panel up in the corner. You can't see it. You can't see it. It's never been on camera, but there has been a foam panel up in the corner of my bedroom, and the adhesive on these things is really shit. That's why there's a bunch of like, little gaps in them. That's why there's like little... See, like literally, it's peeling off, which actually means I can fix them. The point is, I got T-pins, like because they have shitty adhesive. They like come off the walls and like retract into like awkward, malfitting shapes. So I had to go around with a hammer and some T-pins and like secretly fastened a bunch of them to the walls, but I fucking did it finally. I've been delaying doing that one for literal months, and every time I come into the office it stresses me out because I'm like, oh, it's not like I think it's gonna fall or something. I'm just like, ew, it fucks with the feng shui. I hate this. I want it to die. Hi, I'm brushing my hair still. Anyways, chat, how you doing? Hi, Ski Bop. How you doing, hun? We're playing Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. This first fight sucks ass. I hate it. Dealing with a shit-ass fucking Masquerain that wants to set up sticky web, and it's got a focus sash, so you can't kill it in one hit. And it's like, I don't know, man. Because it does too much damage. Like, it just can realistically one-shot a shocking number of things, which means that you can't totally rely on it clicking skicky dicky web every time. It's just a whole thing, man. It's just a whole god dang diddle dang darn dang thing. Hi, I probably won't be around to stay because I have plans with friends, but good luck with Kevin. Oh god, I think Expert Kevin is the one I am talking about right now. Thank you for popping in at the very least, Hannah. I hope you and your friend have fun. If you haven't already popped out, what y'all doing tonight? I'm still getting it done. Sticky web, yeah, it's a very annoying entry hazard that drops our speed by one stage whenever we swap in. Assuming we don't have fly or levitate. Just like, fine, if you're planning for it. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that hard to take care of it. I think I just gotta figure out, like, there's like a Tropius on the team. I'm sure I could probably get Turtonator in on that to like wrap a spin up. Hashtag spin up. Watching Madoka Magica. I've never seen it before. Well, once you're done, you have to tell me if you're a Madoka or a Homura. You have to come back here and you have to report that. And I won't explain what that means because I don't want to give you spoilies. I nearly just did, but like, all right, we'll do good. Leica will enjoy this information. If there's one thing Leica loves, it's figuring out who is the Homura and who is the Madoka. Report Maguka is suffering. Real Maguka Majuka is suffering. Also, I might have to go make my own coffee this time, guys. I might have to go fill my own liquids and make my own coffee. So even though I started late and I'm wasting a bunch of time brushing my hair, I would like a nice warm coffee and a big old thing of water. In order to have those things, I gotta go get them. Sometimes a bunny must solve her own problems occasionally. Yeah. Which is also me referring to having to do my own calcs today without being able to use Hannah as a crutch. Oh, dearest Hannah, if only you could do all these lines for me. But alas, you cannot. That's fine. I'm sure we're gonna be fine. Every time I, like, get discouraged playing Run and Bun of like, oh, this seems like a really annoying fight. This seems kind of impossible. I just think about Pichal And I think about him clearing this game with nothing but a box of scraps and like 9 deaths. And like, we've only lost 6 Pokemon so far. That's pretty fucking good. That's actually really, really good. I'm sure you'll do well. I'm sure I'll do fine. So chat, will you be mad at me if I go brew my own coffee real quick? It'll probably take like another 5 minutes. I love you, chat. I'm so sorry. I just need liquids. Boo, YouTube nuzlockers. What do you mean, boo, YouTube nuzlockers? That's fine, boss. Hold on. It's like, oh, we got a bunch of regulars in already, and I would hate to disappoint you all by extending the early. I'll keep an eye on the stream. All right. Skitty is deputized. If any of you leave without requesting the ability to do so, you will be struck by the hammer. I haven't put my necklace on yet. That's why my chest looks so bare. No one would want to see me on this camera bare-chested. That's simply uncouth. How do I... Come on. Come on. I love having big long nails. They're so pretty. They make everything in life so hard. I don't even need to like unclip this necklace realistically. I can just slide it over my head. I'm not fucking around. Thank you, Skitty, for taking your job so seriously. Come on. Come on, I just need to... I just gotta... come on, you son of a bitch. Also, chat, like, I'm trying so hard, chat. I'm trying so hard, and it's not working. I can do this normally. My big fucking stupid nails. I can't. Come on, you son of a gun. No! Why is this so hard? God, Mint Mod's literally like one room over. She's in the bedroom right now, and she's probably like, what the fuck is she doing? What the fuck is my wonderful, stupid, idiot wife doing? She just shouted that she knows exactly what I'm doing. Chad, I think I'm gonna get divorced. Come on. Literally, I have like put this necklace on a dozen times. Just need to... Oh, okay, good. Just put it over your head like a normal person. The chain fits. It'll fuck up your hair a little. Literally, all I had to do with that. It was already clipped, but I unclipped it to like put it on around the back of my head. I'm gonna go make a coffee. Making a coffee. Be back in 5. Chat, thank you for your patience. I'll be back in a second. Dog, how do we have like 9 people in here right now? I like haven't even done anything. I've just been off getting a coffee and brushing my hair. Being a live streamer is so fucking weird, dude. Like, I understand intellectually that, like, some people just like hanging out. They just like the vibe and the general energy of the room. But truly, I have the terror of, like, I gotta keep jangling these keys. If I stop dangling the keys, the people will leave. But so very rarely is that the case. Sometimes I will leave to go to the restroom and come back to see that you all have doubled. And I don't understand how or why. I'm very grateful for it. We're going silly rabbit mode for this one today, gamers. We are going full-blown silly rabbit mode. Because we gotta do some silly rabbit math. I do not want to do silly rabbit math, but it must be done. I shall become that bun which once was run. Why is Curses jailed? Who jailed Curses? I gotta remember to undo that. I'm like, who has the right to fucking change nicknames in my Discord server? Okay. Yep, Expert Kevin. I do believe that is what Hannah said earlier. Yeah, good luck with Kevin. So this fight seems like a real son of a bitch. Porygon 2, Togekiss. At least this is a Togekiss that's not like Turbo Flinch like every other Togekiss we've encountered so far. Or Giga Crit. Sorry, no, they haven't been Turbo Flinch, they've been Giga Crit. This is a Turbo Flinch Togekiss. So I immediately regret saying that. Gyarados has Dragon Dance. Don't let him use it. That being said, honestly, he could probably get off a Dragon Dance and we could still kill it with the Hisuian Electrode. No, we can't. Walkenberry, that's why. Okay, let's just, let's get to it. So, first things first, Masquerain. It's got Bug Buzz, it's got Hydro Pump, it's got Stun Spore, it's got Sticky Web. It wants to use Sticky Web turn 1, that's the one thing we know for sure. It's also a relatively fast guy. Fast and, dare I say, furious. It has Intimidate, so unfortunately it makes it really difficult for us to do something like KO it with Excadrill. For obvious reasons. We've been intimidated. I'm actually going to look at Excadrill's move list real quick. His move list? Oh dear, why did it unmute me in Twitch? Ah! I was opening my computer to go into the Run and Bun Dex thing, and it instead opened my stream manager tab and unmuted me for a moment. And it was deeply traumatizing. Anyways, Excadrill. So, Rapid Spin, Stomping Tantrum, Scissor. It did have Rock Slide at one point, but alas. Could have had Stone Edge. So, the issue that we have with Masquerain, right? Is like, yeah, of course, Arcanine, even after Intimidate, as long as we gave it, like, yeah, we still one-hit KO with Rock Slide, 2-hit KO because Focus Sash, so it would be Rock Slide into Extreme Speed. But it's got Hydro Pump that always sees a kill. And because it has Hydro Pump that always sees a kill, there is a chance that it will go for Hydro Pump that always sees a kill. So we need something kind of funny. There is, of course, the option of turn 1, send in a guy that has Fake Out to break Focus Stash and blink the Stun Spore turn. It'll, or not Stun Spore, the Sticky Web turn. It'll then likely go for Sticky Web. But you swap to, like, the thing that can outspeed and KO. which would theoretically be like, yeah, Rapidash could probably do it. Obviously, you wouldn't want to risk it clicking an attack that kills the thing you swap into, which is a slight problem. Yeah, with that Intimidate toggled on. Funny enough, Gaia was not expecting to do insane amounts of damage to this thing. Electros. Hey, how bad is that I'm looking at... How bad is it that I'm looking at Turt? Pretty bad. What do you mean by that, Volt Flare? How bad is it that I'm looking at Turt? What do you... I don't understand what you mean. We also have to keep in mind that because this is a gym, we cannot pre-damage, we cannot pre-status. Our team is fully healed at the start of every fight. 65... Toget would still get outsped. Oh wait, no, we're level 69 now. Sing Zap, the Magnet. Not Magmarizer. Togedemaru solves Masquerain if we are willing to level it up. So the thing is, Togedemaru is really good if you have Iron Ball because it lets you control its speed better. Oh, wait, hold on. Intimidate. I forgot about that. I did forget about that, indeed. I mean, Nomo doesn't show kills to anything. It's a slow flip turn, which is unfortunate, but... And again, still getting intimidated. Could just send in Nomo and 2-hit KO with Ice Beam. Never dies to Bug Buzz. I thought Rapid Spin Shenanigans might be enough, but yeah. I mean, to be honest, Hydro doesn't actually dunk him that hard. It would be a situation where the problem is that it takes a lot of Rapid Spins to make us faster than Masquerain. 1... 2, like 3. Yeah, we would need to be at +4 speed stages, which is a lot. Like, yeah, okay. Theoretically, the way we could do it kind of consistently is if we gave Turtonator frickin' a heart scale on its speed, and I'm not doing that. That seems dumb. But yeah, so the main issue is, Intimidate, Sticky Web, and then high damage moves. Also, it has Stun Spore, just to make things even more frustrating. Like, ideally, we want to KO it with a thing that, is immune to being paralyzed. So that would be any grass type, because grass types are immune to, spore type moves. Or an electric type, because electric types can't be paralyzed. And the issue is that later we would still need to either plan around or clean up the webs. Electro does a good bit with Volt Switch. Yeah, 43%. Doesn't get dropped. Assuming we give it a magnet, it'd be a more. Yeah. Be at least 50%, which is good. The thing is, it would make Masquerain's turn 1 inconsistent, because it could see a kill with Bug Buzz and go for that turn 1. It's unlikely, but it could happen, so it just means we would need to swap into something that could live a Bug Buzz. So, like, yeah, one option could be Volt Switch into Hisui and Arcanine. We don't need to worry about Bug Buzz. We get the swap before Sticky Web goes out, so Arcanine still outspeeds Masquerain. That's not an awful strat. And it probably gets Gyarados in on clicking Waterfall and Earthquake is a little annoying. Because what do we have that kills this thing, right? In theory, our own Gyarados. But it's got Thunder Wave and Dragon Dance, so we need to make sure that it doesn't see that it could use those. Alas, we're no longer in the rain, so Basculegion isn't cracked at everything all the time anymore. Yeah, Wall Rain could maybe do it. It would require Life Orb. And even then, it's not a guarantee. Really? Life Orb doesn't make that a guarantee from 76%? Math's annoying. So it would need to be something that can swap into Waterfall or Earthquake and get KO. It's so annoying. Okay, well, what we could do is also, we don't necessarily need Arcanine. We could just do a thing that specifically baits Earthquake. Like, not Excadrill. We need something that is faster than Masquerain and doesn't die to Bug Buzz. Roserade could do it, but it would probably bait in Togekiss. Maybe not. Bait in Porygon. Huh. Yeah, because nothing's... Oh, Rotom Mow is faster than it, but Rotom Mow dies to Sludge Bomb without killing. Yeah, Talonflame would definitely tank Bug Buzz, and it would actually then bait Rotom Mow. No, it wouldn't, because we outspeed and kill with Flare Blitz. Nice. Funny as hell. I think actually, yeah, Tri-Attack. If we... So if Masquerain clicks Bug Buzz... No, actually, it would always be Porygon, because the recoil damage we get from clicking Brave Bird into Masquerain will always put us into Porygon range. Hi, Skitty. Welcome back. Which is theoretically fine, but then we're baiting Tri-Attack or Ice Beam. And ideally, we would like to... Damn, you go, Basculegion. It has Recover, so it kind of doesn't work, but you go. But yeah. Rapidash could kill it, but Rapidash probably runs into the exact same problem. Or also, it just baits Waterfall. Like, if we could bait Earthquake... Yeah, Magnet wouldn't be a one-hit KO. Because I'm worried about Life Orb recoil plus Wild Charge recoil. It means that a crit Waterfall makes it so Electros dies no matter what. So Electros probably isn't a good answer. Thunder Wave's annoying. Because, like, the thing is, if, like, I don't need to one-hit KO Gyarados, I just need to show it that I can one-hit KO it so it doesn't click D-Dance. But it has Thunder Wave, So I can't... Like, I'm not guaranteed to be able to... I need something that would come out and be faster than it. And do big damage. That's right, Sharpedo is also faster than Masquerain, though Flip Turn is physical, so... Yeah. Honestly, Eldegoss is really good at getting a rapid spin off against this thing, but D-Dance just makes it such a fucking nightmare. Are you weak to rocks? Do you die to Rock Slide? Probably not. Gyarados does have worse physical defense than special defense. If I were to give Lucario Thunder Punch, probably wouldn't be able to hit hard enough to break through the Walkin' Berry. Also, Lucario dies to all of its moves. Yeah, we can Volt Switch into pretty much anyone. Damn, Rapidash. Oh, it's a Rotom Mo, that's why. Yeah, it would definitely be Gyarados. I suppose if I could guarantee it clicking Waterfall, could maybe do some funny stuff with Togedemaru, but that's only for a turn. What's the chance of Buzz versus Sticky? If we're using Electrode, it's probably like 80% for Sticky, 20% for Bug. Probably actually like 95 Sticky, 5% Bug. Because it is... I think it's turn 1, a 25% chance to be +9 usage priority to Bug Buzz. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, first turn out, it's +9. Ooh, hold on a second. If I can stall it for a turn, if I can make it flinch with something that dies to it, then I could guarantee it wouldn't do it turn 2. But I only have 2 guys with Fake Out. Jesus Christ, Beware, you do a lot with Double Edge. I guess I'm not, like, surprised about that, but... like... Thunderwave, HP Ground. Theoretically, Rotom Mo is a pretty easy guy to get a rapid spin off against if we're using Eldegoss. Like... Because the thing is, Sticky Web is capable of having +12 usage priority turn 1. Which means that it can be tied even with Fast Kill. But if we could stall it for that first turn, it then only has the highest usage priority of +9. Yeah, it's either +6 or +9. Which is always less than, I think, even Slow Kill. I think slow... No, it would need to be fast kill. Slow kill is +9 or +11. Who's trying to get a hold of me at this hour? Yeah, I just don't have a way of making it flinch. Like, we can get it with Fake Out on Hitmonchan. But that's kind of it, right? Like, if we held Sticky Barb, it still wouldn't lower our HP nearly enough. Like, if we get pre-damage, we'd be so fine, but we can't. There is, of course, the version of this where I just send in Turtonator, turn 1 Rapid Spin, turn 2 Overheat. Like, I don't even need to dedicate multiple team slots for it. I'll take a Hydro Pump, God forbid a Stun Spore. And at that point, we'd probably just bait in Rotom Mo second. Could also probably, like, well, if I got it to drop its special attack a bunch by using Leaf Storm, I suppose eventually it would. It could theoretically crit. And, like, it doesn't have any contact moves, so I can't bait it into attacking something that would, do chip to it. I'm trying to think, like, we do have Scale Shot, but turn 1 Intimidate means that Gyarados suffers. Because, yeah, we can Scale Shot into Ice Fang easy. Okay, maybe not easy, except it only gets 2 hits off. It's not a guaranteed kill. Just go at it with Body Slam. If I wanted to be funny, I could give Electrode one of the flinch items. Razor Claw, Razor Fang, or not Razor Claw, I think it's Razor Fang and King's Rock? What are the King's Rock items that, you know, like, oh, if you ever take damage from a move, you have a chance to flinch. We just get the T1 flinch that way. There's also maybe a version of this where, like, I open with Ledian, use Encore, and then what? Like, it goes for Sticky Web, we click Encore. Does Defog clear Sticky Web? I imagine it would. Clears terrain and hazards from both sides. Because if we encore it into Sticky Web, we can, in theory, spam defog until it gets swapped out. Which isn't, like, awful. There's, in theory, also a version where... Because we can't confirm what it'll switch into. But we could, like, encore it and then click U-turn to break its focus sash for later, for whenever it comes back. Or if it just goes for Sticky Web again, U-turn then brings us into something that can spin off the webs. I do believe Sticky Web, notably, yeah, lowers speed by 1. So whatever would come in to clear off the webs would, by using Rapid Spin, reset its speed back to normal. It's like if I could make it swap. Because also, the benefit of clicking U-turn is if Masquerain does switch into something, I believe we can actually probably figure out... It'd probably be Gyarados. And, like, Gyarados comes in for Waterfall. Oh, wait, no. We were looking at the wrong guy. Could be Rotom. Could be Porygon. Could be Gyarados. It is kind of insane how none of these things actually one-hit KO Ledian. I'd be impressed if I wasn't kind of annoyed. Point is, we can swap Ledian. Like, we can click U-turn to swap us into whatever most effectively combats whatever they would theoretically swap to. Like... Okay. How does Switch AI work? Memento, substitute. So, the AI in this game does not like to hard switch in battle, but it is possible. There are a few conditions in single battles only. First, the AI must only be able to use ineffective moves, score less than or equal to -5. This usually happens due to encore, PP stalling, or a choice item. Second, there must be a Mon in the AI party that is either faster than the player Mon... Okay. There must be a Mon in the AI's party that is either faster than the player Mon and not O-code, or slower than the player Mon and not 2-hit KO'd. However, due to a bug in the coding, the second condition is probably coding. In reality, if the AI sees one Mon in the back that is faster, it will assume that every Mon after it is also faster. That's really convoluted, but I think what that essentially means is the AI thinks Porygon's faster than Ledian because Rotom Mo is faster than Ledian. The Amon must not be below 50% health already. Yeah, if all of these are true, then the AI has a 50% chance to switch. The Mon it chooses to switch into is based on the post-KO switch AI, with the exception that it will not switch into a Mon that fails the second check just mentioned. This does not apply to Perish Song, as it follows its own routine unknown to us. Well, ain't that a joy? Okay, so let's look at post-KO switch AI. Because I do think, since nothing on their side one-hit KOs, yeah, Discharge doesn't, Ice Beam doesn't, and I'm pretty sure it would just go straight into Rotom Mo. Like, if it's just gonna sit here spamming Leaf Storm, Eldegoss can come in against it and spam Synthesis, though it's not immune to Thunder Wave. We have the Flame Orb. In theory, we give Eldegoss the Flame Orb, Eldegoss becomes burned, which means we can't be paralyzed. Eldegoss can spam Synthesis, Rapid Spin off the hazards. Yeah, because it's Electric Grass, not Grass Ghost, so Rapid Spin does connect. Because that's the thing, right? If we U-turn, if we click Encore and then U-turn, either Masquerain stays in, clicks Sticky Web, which does nothing, or it swaps to Rotom Mow, because that's what it sees does, like, is the first thing in post-KO Switch AI. That is faster than Ledian. So AI Pokemon is faster than the players and OH KOs it. That is nothing on their team. AI Pokemon is slower than the players, but OH KOs it and is not OH KO'd. That is none of them. AI's Pokemon is faster than the players and deals more damage than it takes. That is true for pretty much all of them, and the first one that it is true for is Rotom Mow. I will also note that every time Rotom Mow makes or attacks Eldegoss, it is dropping its own speed. Which could potentially let us set up with something else. Because, like, theoretically, if Rotom Mow drops its special attack to -6... Hidden Power Ground no longer does that much damage to Turtonator. Turtonator could stay in on it. No, because it could paralyze Turtonator. Be funny, though. Because I was just thinking, like, Turtonator can't be crit. Though, also, neither can Camerupt, now that I think about it. But Camerupt doesn't have, like, a buff move. But yeah, like, Eldegoss beats Rotom Mow in the War of Attrition. Like, we spam Synthesis, we Rapid Spin off the thing, and then eventually, like, we could Raw Swap to something like Roserade, who can secure the KO with Sludge Bomb. Because, yeah, Rapid Spin will do at least the minimum amount of damage required. Though I will note, in the scenario where we U-turn and Masquerain doesn't swap turn 1, we still get Eldegoss on the field, and we are able to Rapid Spin off Sticky Web. It's just kind of inconsistent. Well, I suppose it's not inconsistent. Well, actually, yeah, because if we are able to Rapid Spin away the Sticky Web, then it would just keep using it until it, like, was no longer encored. I don't know. It's a dumb plan, but I don't think it would work. It's like, yeah, if we could get Turtonator, but if Turtonator came out and then clicked Rapid Spin, they Raw swap to not Rotom Mow because we have Overheat. Probably be Porygon? Yeah, it'd be Porygon, because it does more damage than Gyarados does, so if Gyarados shows KO, Porygon shows KO. This is all really stupid. This is all really stupid, and I don't like it. Like, do I even have a guy who can beat Gyarados? You don't have any setup options. If I was able to drop Gyarados' speed, Electros would only tie it. That's fucked. My wife. Hello, my wife. How do I even fight you? Probably already. Because, like, this would be easy if we could just max Walreign's special attack, but... Like, Altaria doesn't take that much damage, but it could set up real easy. I suppose theoretically I could hard swap back to Hisuian Electrode, who shows fast 2-hit KO with Thunderbolt, which I think stops Dragon Dance. Because it lives if we swap in on Earthquake. Obviously, it lives if we swap in on Waterfall. And it would let us Volt Switch into something. And I believe this still works even with Sticky Webs up, which is funny. It's not awful. So, Electrode Hisui to break Masqueraine's Sash into Arcanine. Arcanine KO's Masquerain. Oh! Right. It couldn't be Arcanine. It would have to be Talonflame, because otherwise, we would land on Sticky Web. Oh, wait, no, we wouldn't land on Sticky Webs because Electrode's faster. Okay, yeah. We maybe take a Bug Buzz. Does Bug Buzz drop your stats? Does it drop your special defense? Okay, dropping our special defense might change things. It'd still never swap in Mo. Still wouldn't be Pori. Okay, I believe it would still be Gyarados. Because Porygon does not do that much damage to Arcanine, even after a drop to our special defense. We do more damage to it than it does to us. It would still be Gyarados, because we show a kill to Rotom Mo with Flare Blitz. Okay. Oh, it's not a fast kill. Why did I think we were faster than Rotom Mo? Okay, mildly annoying. Yeah, that does make it inconsistent then, unless we were to use Talonflame. Or we could use Roserade. Send in Roserade. Because, yeah, I think Magnet makes Volt Switch 50%. Swap to Rose, get off the Sludge Bomb. Definitely wouldn't be Rotom Mo. Could be Porygon. would likely be Togekiss. Well, no, it depends on if we take damage, right? Because the only thing on their side that's faster than us is Rotom, and we kill that. With 0 resistance. Like, if we take a Bug Buzz, it's Gyarados. If we don't... Well, if we take a Bug Buzz, it could be Gyarados or Togekiss, and if we don't, it would just be Porygon. I think. Yeah. Because Porygon does more damage than it takes. I think, actually, though, if we were to give Roserade, like, the Miracle Seed... Leaf Storm wouldn't do enough, we could Life Orb. I'm like, if we can do more damage than we take to Porygon, then it would guaranteed skip it. Skip Gyarados. Would actually show a fast kill to Togekiss. I think it would force Rotom Mow in next, because it's the only thing faster than us. Which is interesting. Huh. Yeah, hold on. The AI Pokemon is slower than the players, but OHKOs is not O-code. That is none of them. Well, it could be if Roserade takes damage. Okay, I suppose that's still kind of the issue, right? It would never be Togekiss, because with Life Orb we showed a fast kill with Sludge Bomb. So we would need to take 40% of our max HP to show something to Gyarados. It would be if we got hit by Bug Buzz, plus Life Orb damage tick. But then otherwise, yeah, I think it would be Force Descent and Rotom Mow next, which is interesting. Yeah, Pokemon is faster than the players and deals more damage than it takes. I mean, what's the real risk to Walrein, right? Because we can still show Gyarados a kill. So if we got Thunder Waved, it would just be kind of like... As long as we don't get affected by Thunder Wave a bunch. It doesn't matter that our speed's getting dropped from Sticky Web, because we're, like, just kind of hanging out. Talonflame always loses 33% of its max HP. Wouldn't be Rotom. If we use Talonflame, it would always be Porygon. Well, actually, we wouldn't lose 33%. The amount we would lose would be kind of inconsistent based on how much damage Electrode does. It means that we're likely only ever seeing Tri-Attack off Porygon 2. Potentially Thunder Wave. Man, Hitmonchan is cool. Oh, that's after Life Orb. Yikes. Yeah, fucking rip. I really hate this fight. This is, every option is kind of a bad one. Like, in theory, what? We could, like, stall it with Basculegion? Because we can't click Superpower, that drops our stats. Oh wait, Beware? Beware, how much do you do? Not even guaranteed. Crazy. Although I suppose the AI doesn't click recover if you have a move that does more damage than they would heal, right? So Hitmonchan theoretically wouldn't need to worry about recover. It would just need to worry about dying. Yeah, because max roll tri-attack plus 2 ticks of life orb. I mean, in theory, if we click Drain Punch at some point, but... yeah, everything here fucking sucks. Masquerain can't click Stun Spore onto Roserade. I wonder. Lydian, how do you still take that much from Buzz? You're pathetic. Because I'm almost wondering, like, can we not peepee stall, can we, like, toxic stall Masquerain? Because we can get off toxic turn 1. And then just, like, swap to a guy who can spam, like, Rapid Spin or something. But that's kind of no one. Or Defog, but that's also kind of no one. Like, we have Roost, Perish Song. And it's got Stun Spore. Okay. Hitmonchan with a magnet. Still suffers fucking Intimidate. I keep forgetting about that. Ugh. So like, oh yeah, magnet, fake out into Thunder Punch would kill this thing. It'd still get Sticky Web up realistically, but no, because of Intimidate. We could realistically get it with Rapidash. If it drops our attack, that's fine. Fire Lash is still a 2-hit KO. It's always going to go for Sticky Web turn 1 because we don't show it a kill with anything, so... Okay, so let's explore this option. Let's assume we click Fire Lash into it twice. Our attack has been dropped. We are at full HP. It would basically always be Gyarados clicking Waterfall, right? Which, like, is the better move to have clicked into Walrein. If only we could give Rapidash a, like, swap-out move. Solid Flamethrower, Play Rough, Smart Strike, Solar Beam, Strong, Solar Blade, Strength, Swagger, Will-O-Wisp, Piano. It'd be funny. Definitely be Gyarados. Like, realistically, I can beat this Gyarados with my own Walrein. Ooh. Well. Hold on, I'm just realizing something. If it sees lowest possible roll on Waterfall, then there's a chance it could click Dragon Dance, and that is a 1 in 16. So we would need to be able to chip Rapidash by at least 1 damage, which would require it holding Sticky Barb or Life Orb. That's not necessarily awful, it just means that then it's clicking Waterfall or Earthquake, and we're back to the Arcanine problem. Because, like, yeah, we don't have anything that could, like, drop our defenses. Okay, so we can still control for that. Yeah, it definitely still won't bait in Rotom. And it won't bait in Porygon. I do like this, though, because it does the Arcanine strat with 1 fewer Pokemon required, which is not a bad thing. It's like, if we give Walrein, never melt ice, Freeze Dry is a likely 1-hit KO, guaranteed 2-hit KO. Coming on Waterfall or Earthquake. The problem is that we have no healing. It could get problematic if we take a lot of hits from this thing. Like, ideally, what I'd love, actually, is to, like, yeah, swap into Electrode. Like, if we swap to Electrode on these attacks, even if Sticky Web is on the field, we take the -1 speed, but we are able to get off a Volt Switch into Walrein, which does make it so that Walrein can secure KO. Unless we get, like, really, really unlucky with Thunder Wave and shit, but... Because once it takes a little bit of damage... Because I'm pretty sure the way that this works is... Because we show it a fast 2-hit KO with Thunderbolt, it won't ever use a setup move, and Dragon Dance is considered part of, like, general attack setup. It's not considered speed setup. Okay. Who are our other flippers? We could, in theory, do the same thing with Gorobus, kind of, but no, we couldn't, because we don't show it a kill, and we don't let it see that it can kill us, and we aren't able to kill it. I assume Sharpedo can't do it. Sharpedo's able to do the showing it a kill part, but, yeah. And then it likely clicks Earthquake. I mean, it's guaranteed to click Earthquake, right? It can't click Thunder Wave this turn because we're an electric type. Which could also mean a free swap into something else. Like something fast and flying. Or something that just frankly doesn't give a shit about Earthquake. Notably, also, clicking Volt Switch does get rid of its Walkin' Berry. Not that I think that matters too much. I shouldn't consider things that are faster than it, because most of those things will then not be faster than it by the time they actually hit the field, for reasons that we have established. Oh shit. Hey Dot, thanks for the raid. We are stuck calcing a really annoying fight. So yeah, it's going likely for Earthquake. I don't think there's ever a scenario where it goes for waterfall. I suppose if we get hit by a critical hit earthquake, that could do it. And notably, this means that we would be able to secure KO. I don't even think we need the Nevermelt Ice at that point. 76%. Yeah, so as long as we can do 25% with Volt Switch, which, can we do that without the magnet? I imagine so. Yeah. If we can do 25%, that means we can give Walrein a Cherry Berry, which means we can get around the potentiality of getting T-Waved. Okay. We have a path through Gyarados. And thankfully, Rotom Mow is very easy to rapid spin on with Eldegoss. Maybe run into the issue of swapping to Eldegoss and getting, like, paralyzed by Discharge, but I think odds of that are pretty low. We would just need to be able to have a Pokemon that could clean up multiple guys. So, like, theoretically, Roserade can kill both Rotom Mow and Togekiss. Okay, I'm gonna start writing things down. Expert Kevin. Notes. Opens mask. Open with Rapidash. Open with Rapidash. 2-hit KO with F Flash. Swap to Gear. God, I wish there was a way to just, like, chip Rapidash just a little bit. I could just get that one damage tick. But I can't give it the Flame Orb to burn it. I don't think. I'm just confirming we don't have any, like, held items I'm forgetting about. I know there is the poison, or the toxic orb, but I do not believe we get that. Like, we have the Flame Orb. So it would need to be Life Orb or Sticky Barb. Obviously, we wouldn't want it to be Life Orb, because we would prefer to have that on something that can do damage with it. Because I guess I'm just thinking about, like, I would like to take as little damage on Electrode as possible, but Sticky Barb makes us lose 1/8 of max HP, so Rapidash would, by default, lose 1/4 of max HP. So we would need to not use it for the rest of the fight, basically. Equip Rappy with Sticky Barb. Okay, so swap to Gyarados. It's going for a random offensive move. It's not going to Dragon Dance because it sees that it can get a kill on us. Because it's like, I'd really prefer if it didn't click Earthquake. That'd be so cool. Like, it's not even like it does that much to Electrode, but it does more than I'd like to see it do. I'm gonna check with the Run and Bun Discord on this just to make sure. Ooh, actually, we might need to have the magnet on Electrode, because if we get rid of it, I don't think we show it a KO with Thunderbolt, yeah. Okay, so Electrode does need to hold the magnet. Requesting someone to double check my work. Gyarados is never clicking D-Dance here, right? I don't even think it's that big of an issue if it clicks Dragon Dance against Electrode, because the amount of damage... Yeah, you know what? I don't think it matters. Because if it clicks D-Dance, that means it's not attacking the turn we swap to Wall Rain, which means we arguably take less damage overall? Because it's already faster than us. And as long as we have a held item that prevents us from suffering, like from being fully paralyzed, which Gyarados is actually heavily incentivized to do. Yeah. Okay. So we're very likely, I think, to get Rotom-Mow clicking Leaf Storm, which is good. Well, it's not good, that is still the highest damaging attack into Eldegoss, but it's not awful. And it's not Discharge. Because again, like, yeah, critical hit, Leaf Storm plus burn damage, it's not enough to offset the healing from Synthesis. And every time it hits us, it gets a little slower. My query has been ignored. I don't think it matters. Okay. So, swap to Gyarados. Swap to Elec. Use V switch to Waller. Equip Waller with Cherry Berry. KO with F Dry. We love Fuck Dry. Swap to Roto M. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on, wait a second. Yeah, because it has a Focus Sash. We can never one-hit KO it with Fire Lash. Intimidate does 58%. So that's what, 114. 194 minus 114. 194 minus 114. Chad, I can't do math. It's just 80, right? 13% recoil? Yeah, actually, we don't need Sticky Barb. We can use Flare Blitz to chip ourselves. So that'll do it. Because literally all we need to do is 1 point of recoil damage, and I don't believe recoil can ever be less than 1. So even in a situation where we crit it with Fire Lash and drop it to Focus Sash, we then kill it with Flare Blitz, take the 1 chip recoil, always show kill to Waterfall. And we can use Fire Lash first, or hell, we could even use Overheat, actually. Yeah, if we click Overheat, that does even more damage. Because we don't need to worry about it dropping our special attack, we're swapping out. Okay. Oh, I feel clever. Use F. Not use F, let's use Overheat. KO with F Blitz. Because yeah, Overheat does a minimum 81%. If we give this thing a Charcoal, yeah, 96%. Like, because I'm just thinking about like being able to use Rapidash to KO other things. I'm thinking about Life Orb, but no, then we would take so much recoil, it would kind of reset us to where we started. Okay. But yeah, Overheat does 188 minimum. Likely sets it to 1 HP. Just confirming. Flare Blitz. Yeah. Takes recoil damage equal to 33% of the HP lost by the target, rounded half up, but not less than 1 HP. And this is that text that several months ago led to me accidentally killing our own Stoutland because I thought it meant that you couldn't be reduced below 0 hit points from recoil. Where is my phone? There it is. Why is it up there? Just realized I haven't checked in a minute. Beep, boop. Why am I getting fucking shit from Instagram? I like unmuted. I technically have the Instagram app on my phone because there are like some people who I can only get a hold of through that. And I recently unmuted, like, or allowed it to give me push notifications again, so that way I could see when people DM me. But the problem with that is that now I'm getting fucking 1,000 shit zillion DMs, or not DMs, like push notifications. And I hate it. Makes me really mad. Okay. Because what I'm thinking about right here is taking care of Rotom Mo and taking care of, like... Oh wow, Roserade actually isn't able to solo Togekiss. That is unfortunate. Also can only get in on Nasty Plot. Damn, you go, Nidoking, with fucking Gunk Shot. Actually, wait. It's not a one-hit KO, because I was gonna say we're slower than it. So we get, ooh, but Air Slash would probably Turbo Flinch us, which wouldn't be fun. Dog, I hate this fight. This fight is so mean. Yeah, I think Arcanine beats it. Outspeeds 2-hit KOs with Rock Slide. Like, we'd need to be able to switch in on something that is, like, preferably Flamethrower. Which actually depends on how we KO things. Because, like, yeah, actually, if we KO Porygon with Roserade... Or not Porygon, oh, hold on. So, if we want to get rid of Rapid Spin, Eldegoss is how we do it. We would swap to Eldegoss, heal up off the Leaf Storm, click Rapid Spin at least once, then swap to our guy who kills Rotom Mo. Notably, Rapidash can do that in one hit with Flare Blitz, which is nice. And I think it's safe to do that. Like, even if it swaps in on... Well, if it swaps in on a crit, then it would be an issue. So we would potentially want, say, Roserade to come in and kill it with Sludge Bomb. Which it could do easily. And then, at that point, it would bait in Togekiss. And Togekiss would go for Air Slash, which isn't the worst move it could go for. Arcanine, how much damage do you do with close combat? Not enough. Not enough at all. It's like, if I could get Roserade in on Porygon to click Toxic, that would be, like, the best use. That's pretty much the only way we can, like, consistently kill this thing, is Toxic. And then we just, like, swap to guys who don't take that much damage from it, but that's kind of no one. Maybe Arcanine, depending. Because, like, Roserade comes in on Rotom Mo. Likely is not going to take a lot of damage, because even at its lowest possible special attack at -6, Rotom Mo's only ever clicking Leaf Storm into Eldegoss. So even if it crits Leaf Storm, it only does like 20%. Because we show Togekiss fast kill with Sludge Bomb, we don't need to worry about it nasty plotting. That plot nasty. It's like... Yeah. It's like, I can't heart scale Roserade's special attack out of this bind, gang. Funny as that would be. It's got leftovers too. I just wish that we showed it Flamethrower instead of Air Slash. Like, it doesn't have Super Luck. It's like, yeah. Just looking at that Aura Sphere. A high roll Air Slash into critical hit Aura Sphere would absolutely kill us. Or actually, no, just... Well, yeah, it does need to be high roll, but... Or I suppose Air Slash into a high roll Aura Sphere crit. What can come in on Air Slash? Not you. Kind of Camerupt. Altaria would be funny, but no. Like, I could just hope that Life Orb says we get the kill. Or actually... Oh no, if we have Life Orb, it would always be Porygon next. Because Togekiss would see that we could kill it. Or I suppose we actually probably wouldn't even need... Well, actually, Poison Barb probably... Yeah, wouldn't get us up high enough. But... Yeah, okay, we KO Rotom Mow. If we have Life Orb... We take, potentially, an amount of damage that is a little too close for comfort. Because I'm just trying to think, like, yeah, if we threaten Togekiss so that it doesn't come in, Porygon could come in on Roserade, and we could Toxic it. You know, I'm impressed, Basculegion. I wasn't expecting you to be able to fight Togekiss like that. And then, like, if we could swap around in a way... Like, Basculegion could totally beat Togekiss, if it was able to outspeed. Because, yeah, then we just 2-hit KO with Poltergeist. 2 to 3-hit KO. Air Slash still does a lot of damage, though, even if we have... Oh yeah, and we couldn't have a healing item because we need at least Muscle Band. Deeply frustrating fight. Hisuian Electrode, why do you have to be the thing that's, like, best for this Togekiss? Oh, that's frustrating. Because, like, yeah, if we could swap in Hisuian Electrode, if it had full HP and a Citrus Berry, we could swap it in. Togekiss would be going for Flamethrower. We Volt Switch into Arcanine. Hell, we could Volt Switch into Rapidash. It's still Flare Blitz, though. Point is, Oh, I've been listening this whole time. I did not know. Did not know about the bunny suit. It's not a suit. It's just a hat. But yeah, flop flop. Because like, Roserade's on the field. Togekiss is going to click Air Slash. If we were to give Hisuian Electrode a Citrus Berry, I don't think there's ever an amount of damage. I suppose critical hit Air Slash could show more Air Slash. I'm just thinking, like, yeah, the free, like, Volt Switch swap into Rapidash, but, like, okay, if we gave... So, this is assuming we have Magnet. We wouldn't want Magnet. But even without it, Volt Switch isn't going to do that much more. Yeah, 30%. Arcanine with the Life Orb. Does 72% with Rock Slide. I assume Hardstone wouldn't fill the same niche. 68%. As we just established. Yeah. Or let's say we don't use Roserade. Let's say we use Rapidash to beat Rotom-Mow. Like, Flare Blitz into this thing. If we outspeed and kill. The issue is, of course, if we get... Well, it is only clicking Leaf Storm. We do have to remember that. And we can literally stay in with Eldegoss until Leaf Storm goes to, like, minimum, or it drops its special attack to the lowest possible. And then in comes Togekiss on Rapidash. Or would it be Togekiss? I think it would be Porygon too, actually. Because of Tri-Attack. Ugh. It's like, it's a shame Tri-Attack does so much damage because actually getting Fire Lash off against this thing would be really helpful. Okay, so who else do we have that can kill Rotom-Mow? I mean, theoretically, Walrein. If we got lucky. Because it's like, we can stall until its special attack goes to -6, is the thing. Notably, its speed would also drop to incredibly low numbers. Like, yeah, it would take 4 turns of it hitting us for its special attack to drop to -6 and its speed to drop to -4. That would make Turtonator faster than it. Because we have to consider, like, okay, it is only clicking Leaf Storm, and it can't crit. I'm saying if it goes up against something, it can't crit. Like, yeah, we just kind of don't do all that much to it. Because notably, it would need to be something that could also then secure, not defense -6, special attack -6. It would need to be something that's immune to getting Thunder Waved, and also immune to getting crit. Or just swapping to a guy who can beat it, but... Because, like, Eldegoss can absolutely get off its own Leaf Storm into Rotom, which could let us kill it with Walrein. Assuming we don't get crit, and that's kind of the problem, is like, it's no... Not a guarantee. We could also sack something. That is theoretically an option. It would be free tempo. You know, it's... Oh, it's always Porygon 2, actually, isn't... well, it's not always Porygon 2. If Roserade takes enough damage to show Togekiss and Air Slash KO, then it would be Togekiss. April's answer to everything. 20%. I'm really annoyed that that would probably do it, actually. I'm really annoyed that that would do it! Oh, fuck you! Chat for context. Oh, it's late for me, so I'm gonna go. See ya, hope the fight you're planning goes well. Thanks, Rose! I genuinely think this fight might literally take all night to plan, and I don't think we're gonna do it today. So here's the thing, right? Roserade is specially bulky, but has ours has a bad HP IV. It has an HP IV of 4. Theoretically, because the issue is, like, Rotom Mow is clicking Leaf Storm. If we swap in, you know, even if it's special attacks at -6, Leaf Storm could crit. And at this range, 22% into Roserade, hell, even 18%, you know, the lowest critical hit roll will show Togekiss that it could kill us with Air Slash. And even if we didn't get crit, well, actually, I suppose if we don't get crit, then we're fine. Because, like, 18.9... No, yeah, 85. Even if we, like... Wait. No. Because its special attack would be bottomed out. Okay, yeah. So if we don't get crit, we're fine. But if we do get crit, then it would be Togekiss. Because if we don't get crit, then in comes Porygon, who we can click Toxic on. And then just kind of wait out. Not super effectively, but we could wait it out. Ideally, we'd want to bring... Basculegion could wait out Porygon. Like, it goes for Ice Beam, we swap to Walrein. It goes for Tri-Attack against Walrein, we swap to Basculegion. Back and forth, back and forth. Because, like, at that point, yeah, Togekiss comes in. Yeah. Mystic Water, no. So we would need to have... Oh, also, Roserade is faster, or Togekiss is faster than us. Okay, so maybe not you. Probably not you. Hilarious how it could be you. I just heard the Twitch jingle. Thank you very much for the follow, ChillX80. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Tedious as it has been. I don't got no coffee left in my coffee. But yeah, like, if we had a ghost type on the team, we could swap around Porygon after toxicking it with Roserade until it dies. And then, like, we would have perfect control on what turn it would die, so we would know what's on the field. So let's assume. Who could we get on the field by the time it dies? Because all of its attacks do too much damage into Electrode. This is rough. Just because it's so fast. Like, if I could get it to smack Eldegoss. But in order to do that, it would need to be queued into Aura Sphere. And even then, okay, cool. It's, you know, like a little slower now, but like, what's that gonna do? We'd also need to make sure that it would still see a kill with Air Slash after hitting Eldegoss with the Aura Sphere. And again, this is all assuming that we use a Heart Scale to max Roserade's HP. Which isn't the worst use of a Heart Scale in the world, but it is, one that I'd prefer not to do. Like, yeah, what, we swap in Rapidash on Ice Beam. It would essentially be sacrificing Rapidash to then, like, go for Fire Lash to drop its defenses. Okay. If I'm correct, Recovery AI doesn't do anything if you are toxic. So if the AI decides it should recover, I've taken the liberty of hiding the AI deciding if it should recover logic in this section since it's a little bit long and is often irrelevant. For example, if you are baiting a kill, it doesn't matter what this logic returns. For those who are curious, or if it's actually relevant, see extra details at the bottom. Okay. So... okay, yeah, if AI Mon is toxic, returns false. If the player Mon does as much or more damage than would be healed off, returns false. Oh, I didn't even consider the fact that this Porygon has fucking download. Thankfully, Roserade has weaker physical defenses, so if Porygon came in against it, it would get the physical download, which wouldn't affect us. We had one extra team slot. Or if we could use Arcanine to fight Masquerain, but we can't. Because Masquerain has a chance to KO turn 1 with Hydro Pump. In theory, we could remove Rapidash from the equation, sub it out with Arcanine, and like, if we get hit by Bug Buzz turn 1, that would be bad. But, like, we could do the Volt Switch into Arcanine strat, and Arcanine still then baits Gyarados second. We continue down the line as expected. It's like... Just gonna confirm. Control F. Sticky web. Yeah. Has a chance to be +9. For damaging move kills. Okay. Yeah. So there's a 25... I think it's technically like a 22% chance that if it sees a KO turn 1, it goes for the KO. Though, notably, it would need to see a kill on Electrode with Bug Buzz. Our Electrode has perfect special defense, so there's no way we're getting around that. Even maxing out HP would only lessen the odds, it would not fix it. It's like if we had one of the like type resist berries, we could hold that as like a cheese option because it would fiddle with what the AI thinks it can do. Like, now that we know how this line goes, we can theoretically... yeah. Like, Togekiss comes in on Basculegion. The Basculegion, that's right, that's the problem, is the Basculegion is slower, so it doesn't actually stop Nasty Plot. And because Air Slash can flinch, if it gets off Nasty Plot, it could lock us in. I am so impressed by how much damage fucking Anchor Shot can do, but that's with a Life Orb. So maybe not. I mean, if Garchomp could swap in on Flamethrower, it still wouldn't actually be guaranteed, but the odds would be good at least. It would require us to hold a Rostberry. Because, like, if we go for killing Porygon 2 with Toxic, we need a guy... like, we need a Ghost type. Someone who can blank Tri-attacks and then swap into something else, you know? There is, of course, also the issue of, like getting Thunder Waved, you know? Basculegion, Superpower. And all of Togekiss's attacks are special attacks, so dropping our defense from spamming Superpower won't, like, affect KO AI. And of course, if we get Ice Beamed, it's just kind of impossible to control how we get our kill. And against Roserade, it would click a random move. So we would need to, well, presumably, because it would get off one Ice Beam, and then depending on if it crits or not, or depending on how much damage Rotom does. This is, of course, all still assuming that we're using a hard scale, which... I mean, like... it's a slow switch against Gyarados? flip turn doesn't do enough damage, though. Same case for Sharpedo, because it'll be suffering Sticky Web. Like, I suppose the other way we could beat Gyarados is Volt switching into it. Or Volt switching into Electros instead of Walrein. Because, like, if specifically a slow Volt switch. So something like Gorbis. I don't know, who else could stall out? Not Altaria. Not Talonflame. Corviknight, where are you? Oop, wrong typing. Oh, actually, Corviknight is slower than Porygon. So, Roosting wouldn't actually work. Frustrating. We could also just look at the version of this fight where we don't spin off hazards. It would leave us with an extra, like, team slot, but it doesn't do that much for us. Like, Like, I think the way I see through this fight is like, oh my god. I don't even know where to go. I don't even know where to go. Because, like, Roserade's on the field. Porygon is clicking Ice Beam no matter what. Or it could click Thunder Wave. Annoying. Annoying. And then, like, depending on what we swap into, like, Arcanine could get it with 2 swings of close combat. That's with Life Orb, though. It needs Life Orb to be able to 2-hit KO it with close combat. That's fucking bonkers. Okay, if I was to lose, guys, who am I most comfortable losing? Like, yes, obviously, cast form is sack fodder. I do wonder, cast form, do you actually learn any moves? No. Gets Hurricane, Thunder, Blizzard, Hydro. It just gets all the moves that I can learn at the tutor or the weather. It's the tutor. It just gets a lot of generic weather-themed, big damage, inaccurate moves. I'm so fucking unsure. For one thing, I'm gonna stop listening to the gym theme. And ooh, why are you so loud? Ow. I just gotta change up the tunes. Because, like, the problem is that the attack that Rotombo does, that does the least damage, is Leaf Storm. So we're already set up for the best possible scenario. Just, I messaged Tana, and she's like, using a scale on Rose's HP, it could hurt you in the long run because you'll be limiting your options. And that's true. That is true. What else do I do? What do you want from me, God? Why does Air Slash have to flinch 60% of the time? Chat, for those of you that don't know, Togekiss's ability is Serene Grace, which, if a move has a secondary effect, it doubles the chance of that secondary effect happening. Air Slash has a 30% chance to flinch you, gets doubled to 60%. So you can kind of only combat Togekiss with things that are faster than it. Oh, Arcanine the Toga Killer. I genuinely might call stream because I feel like I'm really going nowhere fast with this calc. And I think I genuinely might need to step away and give myself a fresh perspective because I'm just not seeing it. Just not sure how I could do it. I suppose I could use a rare candy, maybe? Damn, going to 70 does actually provide a pretty substantial damage boost. Poison Barb. That is enough. Because, yeah, Poison Barb would make it so that we show fast 1 hit KO to Togekiss. 22 from Leaf Storm. We would still die to, like, Leaf Storm crit into Ice Beam crit, which would be El Salvador, but... kill you. Do I send in a boom guy? I can't. All my boom guys are too fucking slow. And none of them are flinch proof. Nearly accidentally made myself assume that my Lucario had 31 attack IVs, which is not true. Yeah, I think I'm sorry to end stream early, chat, but I do genuinely think I need to, like, step away from it and, like, come at this challenge again tomorrow with fresh eyes, because, like, it does not want to let me through. So yeah. Oh right, with jump I can date people too. I'm gonna try to make some math on my free time. Gonna consult with my resident problem solver, Tana, probably. Figure out what I can do to barrel through this challenge, because I believe that we can do it. We just gotta figure out how. So friends, until then, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us. I have been April. She has been May. You have all been incredible, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good night, folks. Stream.